Small businesses are often called the backbone of the provincial economy, but it's not always easy to start one. One downtown Prince George shop has been open less than a year, and it's having a tough time surviving. It all comes down to red tape from City Hall.
For gamers, this place is the hotspot in town. Classic video games draw customers in, but it's the atmosphere that keeps them coming back.
What's really special about this place is that it's more than just a store. It's a community for folks, a community for gamers. And so they do a number of events that bring folks into the downtown core and kind of keep them around.
But GameQuest might not be able to stay in business after being hit with a real shocker from city bylaw enforcement.
Fear first, I was hoping not to get fined, so I had to make sure I was doing everything appropriately so that wouldn't happen. And then after that, it kind of sunk in that we would be having to change a lot of things to fit into the bylaw.
After being in business a few months, Kelsey Polnick was told GameQuest falls under Prince George's second-hand dealers and pawnbrokers bylaw. Because items aren't new, he has to hold on to the merchandise for 30 days before he can resell it. For any small business, having that much inventory and cash tied up means major losses.
I haven't been able to take a paycheck from the store in the last 4 months just to break even with how we're operating, and before that we had no issues like that at all. So it's been really tight financially.
He'd been planning on moving to a bigger location and hiring more staff. Now Polnick feels like he's back at square one.
Business owners are required to create a record to inform the police as to the source of those goods. And the intent of that bylaw is to protect the businesses from unknowingly dealing with lawbreakers who may be submitting stolen goods.
I'm assuming if you break into someone's house, a PS3 or an Xbox would be something you'd take. And I have no problem recording that, taking the customer's info, uploading it to the RCMP. But most other products I deal in, like your typical video game, doesn't have any sort of identifying marks on it. They're very hard to track.
It's pretty clear that you know, that bylaw wasn't written for shops like this one. This one's quite unique, and so I'm quite confident that folks on City Council will see fit to get that changed.
It's up to City Hall, because unless something changes, having plenty of customers won't be enough. Camille McDonald, CKPG News.